Now, as you have already created a public and private key, it's time to proceed for the creation of the virtual machine. So now we are going to create the virtual machine. But before going to create that machine, we need to create a network. So let's create a virtual cloud network, and then we will create a database and the virtual machine based on our previous created key. We are able to use it. So not taking the much time into that, just click on the hamburg menu and go to the network and virtual cloud network. So hamburg menu, once you will click, you can see here network and virtual cloud network. So once you will click on the virtual cloud network, there's a multiple option you can see. Got it? So you can need to first select your compartment, which compartment you are going to create the network. Got it? If you have not created any compartment, so there's two options. Either you can create onto that or you can use it. So in my case, we already have the network and the compartment, you can see, but just for guiding you how to do that. So here we have a two option, create VCN and start VCN wizard. So there's a difference between the create VCN and wizard. When we are going to create with the wizard, it will create the all dependent things as well. So whatever the dependent we required, that will be also created. Okay, so let me show you how it so if I will create on the VCN, it will ask you the virtual cloud network and then rest other component. If you remember theory, we talked about the different policies and other things, those all you have to create manually. That's the one way. So here you can give your name of the cloud network, whatever you name what you want, and then you can select the compartment where you want to create it, and then let me just guide you like the test, and then you can give the CIDR block which you want to access another thing, and then you are able to create it. That's the one way. But I don't want to create this way. I always prefer okay, all things should be created at the one time. So here, once you will click on the wizard, this screen will come. VCN with internet connectivity. Here you don't have the internet connectivity. So once your VCN will created, after that you have to create your internet connectivity. Otherwise it won't allow you to connect. So what you decide? Are we going to create a VCN with internet connectivity? Yes, we are going to follow that one. So I'm just clicking on the start VCN wizard. It will open my wizard page, and once it opens the wizard page, it will ask me the details. Got it? So let me go and create it. So here you can see the VCN name it is asking. Okay, so VCN name I am giving like DBA demo, just example. Okay, and which compartment I am creating? So DBA compartment or DBA DB. So database purpose I am creating. So just give me the DBA DB VCN. Name should be meaningful. So later on you come to know when you can see the name, you can easily identify. Okay, this is the network I have created for this purpose, because based on the network rules we are going to apply. So what it will create? It will create the virtual cloud network. It will create a public subnet, private subnet, then internet gateway, net gateway, and service gateway. So these are the things when you are creating with a wizard will be created. And then by default you can see the VCN and subnet. If you can see here CIDR block, they have taken 10.0.0/16. What it mean? So the VCN CIDR block we are taking as a dedicatedly for that. And then public subnet, if you can see, we are taking as a 24. What about the private? Private also we are following the 24. Okay, so this is the my IP which I am going to use a public IP range. That is a public and private IP range for this machine. Okay, any doubt, any question? No. If you want a DNS host name in this VCN, then you can select. If you don't want a DNS, you can unselect. So if you are using the DNS name, so instance host name as. So till yet what we have done, we have just created the network. It's not created yet, just I guided you how to create the network and how you are going to use it. Got it? So then if you want the DNS resolution, you can use it, otherwise you can skip it as per your wish. Tagging option. Tagging, what purpose you are creating? Just a highlighting and the things why we are creating VCN, those are the things. If not required, you can hide it and then you can click on the next. So you can see here what are the things it is going to create. It is going to create the Oracle Virtual Cloud Network. Okay. After that, it is going to create your public subnet. Then it is going to create your private subnet. And then the gateway. So gateway is basically communication from your own premises to the internet. So internet gateway is used for the communication from your laptop or desktop to the Oracle Cloud via your public and private key. And then their security list by default will be created and the route table will be created. I hope you all are aware about this concept, as we have already discussed during the theory. What is the security list, what is the route table, what is the internet gateway, what is the net gateway, what is the service gateway. Those are all the things we already decided. We have already discussed, and why we are using that I guided you. Now let me click on the create. Once I will click on the create, within a few minutes you can see your network will be created. Of course we have taken the DNS, so private subnet, no problem at all. And then I can put into the close. So my network is created, and then you can see this is the available. Till yet, anyone have any doubt? Now you can see here the thing what we are talking, the subnet has created, the route table, two route table is there. If I will click on the route table, you can see here the route table you have, the subnet you have, internet gateway you have, dynamic routing gateway you have. So based on that, you are able to create it as per your business need. I hope it is okay for everyone. If you have doubt, please let me know. Okay, so my network has created. Now it's time to go and create the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure database. So for that, I'm going to create the virtual machine database. Got it? So we are going to create the instance of Oracle. You can choose the version Oracle 18c, 19c, that as per your business need, or maybe 20c. 20c is not as of now available for the public, but yes, it is available for the preview so that you can create it. I hope till yet nobody have any doubt. If you have doubt, please let me know. Got it? Now let me go and create it. So what I am going to do here, I am just going to create the database. So the first option for database creation, let me go to the here, and you can see the bare metal. So if you will click on the hamburg menu, you can see that's the one option, or you can directly click here and then you have a search. From search also you can do. Got it? Like recent search 20C I did. So that's way you can do. Okay, so let me go and click on the bare metal VM and Exadata, whichever you want. Okay, and once you will click onto that, it will open the your machine. Now here you need to select the database. So for that, first of all, you need to select the compartment where you want to create the database. I hope you all are aware what is the compartment, as we have already created a compartment, DBA compartment, and that time I guided you. Even if the theory also we discuss what is the compartment. So basically this is the one type of the resource, or you can say that top of that you are putting everything within the your compartment. It's a home for that user. Yeah, many user can use it, no problem at all. So compartment, and then here you can see what the name of the DB system you want. So once you will click on the DB system, it will ask you the DB system name. So you can give the name, whatever the name you want. So here I am giving the DB system name, DBAT, not rack. This is not a for rack training. Yeah, for the rack, we have already seen the different node and other thing. Okay, so let me here create a one database. Just I'm creating the DBAT DB, name of my DB system. Okay, and then it is asking us the ability domain. So where I want to create it. So as you know, we have a multiple ability domain. Each region we have a data center. The data center is called ability domain. Remember the theory we discussed? Yeah. So it's ability domain where you want to create. And then we have already discussed virtual machine, bare metal, and Exadata. Once again, I am guiding you. Virtual machine means similar way what you are doing at your own premises. You are creating the virtualization. Similar way, Oracle will create the virtual machine for you on the physical machine. Got it? So it's a template based, you can choose depend on the size and other thing. Bare metal, that means the physical machine is dedicated for you. So no noisy neighbor will be onto that machine. Got it? It is a dedicated machine for you. Of course, pros and cons you all aware. We have discussed already what is the size, can be maximum use, minimum use, those all the things. And then Exadata we can use for the Exadata purpose. Okay, so let me go for the virtual machine, and here you can see the different shape we have. So if you remember, depend on the shape, the price will be used. So here we are using 2 core machines. So 2.2 will be okay for my demo. So 2 level core unit and 1 node. If you want the less, the price will be dependent to that, which version you are using, or the 1.1 not good, but yes, you can use it. Just I'm guiding you. So depend on the price will be changed. Got it? Of course, it is very less. So let me go for the 2.2. That will be the good enough for this demo. And whenever you are choosing the total node count, how many node you want. So you can choose the node as per your business need. Of course, if you need a more than 1 node, that means you are configuring the rack, and rack is not supported onto the bare metal. So in this case, it is only supported on virtual machine or Exadata. Okay, any doubt, any question? Now here you can see we have an option that database software edition. So which edition you want to choose? If you remember, we have already discussed lots about the standard edition, enterprise edition. Then enterprise edition also we have a enterprise edition 1, which is called basic, enterprise edition. Then we have a high performance and we have extreme performance. So we already discussed the rack and other thing. You need the extreme performance. Got it? If you are going for that one, you can choose accordingly. So lots of things we have already discussed. So here I'm just going to choose the enterprise edition, the basic enterprise edition, what you are getting. And then, do you want your database should be grid infrastructure or you want to a local volume manager? So you can choose as per your business need. In my case, I'm going to use the local volume manager just for the demo. Okay. So let me select it. And then here you can see the how much storage you need. So available storage 256 GB. So that will be used for your database, but actual charge will be 712 GB. That means there is a flash for that also you need a FR area, then for backup and other things you need maintenance patching. So that's why it is like that. So it is redundancy based you can use, but if I can use the grid based, so 256 I am choosing again that one. So you can choose the size as per your need. Let me choose the volume manager instead of the grid infrastructure, and then you can see here the size. So in the grid you can use maximum 256 GB for the one virtual. Of course, then you need so different type of storage we have. We are going to talk about the storage, and that time we will discuss those what type of storage we can use if the more you need to. If the grid infrastructure, so up to 40960 you are able to use. Got it? So you can choose based on your business need what type of you want, you can choose it. Okay, it's just for the demo, so not required that much bigger. Then here you can see the public and private key which we have generated. So you need to upload your SSH key file which you have created. Have you remember you have created your key? So browse it and load it. Got it? So for that we have to upload to the my key. Got it? So add your public SSH key which we have generated in the previous demo. Got it? So SSH key we need to select a public key with the pub extension. So I can choose the my pub extension and then we can able to use it. So we have a various batch is running. So based on the batch you can use batch 489 is your batch, or we can use any other old key. So whatever we want we can use it. We have the various key here. Got it? Batch 360, batch 361, batch 9. So whichever the key you want to use, you can use it. Like here I am choosing the batch 9 key. Just example. Yeah, I know we have created a 489 for your batch. So you can choose that one. But in my case, because the other database is also running, so I prefer to this key. So I don't need to change in the connection. I can jump from one to another. Okay, then here you have an option, license. So if you are going to use the existing license, then we have to choose bring your own license. Bring your own license means suppose you have already acquired Oracle license for your own premises and that you are going to move from your own premises to cloud. That time I can choose the bring your own license. In this case the price will be approximately 40% cheaper than the actual price. When you don't have the license, then by default it is selected the license included. So then the license you can choose. And then have you remember we have created a virtual cloud network? So you can choose the cloud network where you want to create. If you remember we have created a DBA DBVCN. So you can choose that one or the any cloud network whichever you want to create. If I want to choose my another, we can choose it. Then it asks the subnet. So you can choose your subnet. And the subnet, if you can refer, we have a public and private subnet. So you can choose as per your business how you want to allow your connection. Do you want to allow the connection for the public, or do you want okay, no one is allowed publicly to connect to the my database machine? Instead of they can come to the some jump box in the cloud environment, and then they were more secure way, then we can create in the private subnet. But if you want to create in the public subnet, you can choose in the public subnet, and the subnet is based on to the regional service. So you can see the public subnet we can, or if you want to the another one, so you can choose that the public subnet, whatever you want. Got it. Host name, it is asking the host name like 20c or it is whatever you want. So you can choose the host name, whatever you want to give the host name. In my case, I can give the name called, just example, I'm giving the name DBAT, not 20c. I'm just creating a DBAT DB. Just example. So this will be my host name, prefix, and then host and domain URL. I am not going to do anything. Advanced options is just for the information about your fault domain. Fault domain means if anything went wrong onto this data center where I want to connect. So if you have that high ability like some configuration, then you can choose the fault domain. So price will be little bit more, so like it's a one. It's not a data guard, but yes, it's a one type of option you have. If anything went wrong and entire data center is down, so your data will be copied from this data center to the your chosen fault domain. That means that and then it will be created over there. So if you want to choose, you can choose it. Otherwise, you can skip it. I don't want this. So just let me click on the next. Now here it will ask you the related to database. So it is asking you your database name. Whatever the database name you want to give, you can give the name of your database. As you know, Oracle 20c onwards, the multi-tenant architecture is only supported. So let me choose the 19c instead of that one. Of course, 20c is not available in each data center as of now. So whatever the name or other thing you want to choose, you can choose it. In my case, I'm just giving the name called my database name. I can give the CDB1. Okay. So container database 1. Name can be anything. You can use it. So I have given the CDB1, or if I want, I can give the other name as well, DBAT. CDB. Okay. So DBAting CDB, and then which version of database I am going to choose. Here you can choose the version which is available for you. By default, it will always take the latest one, because the 20c is not available in each and every data center. It's only for the preview. So sandbox is only available. So in this case, you can see here, if you want to use the preview, then you can able to use this preview version. Otherwise, you have an option, you can choose the 19c, and that's why the 20c is not taken. If you want to create an Oracle 20c, that's okay, I can create it. Got it? So I can give the name called CDB1. Got it? So I am creating the Oracle database 20c. Is it okay? Yeah. And then, okay, you want some meaningful name. Okay, DBAT CDB1. Is it okay? And then I'm giving the PDB name. So I'm giving the name called PDB1. This I'm just creating for the demo purpose. It's not available for your business use or production use. So it is just for the preview. You can see here clearly it is mentioned preview. Yeah, till 19c 19.8. If you can see all the minor version, you are able to see this 19.8 is the latest, which will is available for the business, and 20.3 this is just a preview purpose. So I'm choosing for the 20.3, and the name I am choosing the PDB1. So my PDB name is PDB1. I can choose any naming, that's not a big deal. And the password. Of course, here you have to be careful. Whenever you are choosing the password, you have to be careful because password is a case sensitive and it required a proper password. Got it? If you don't have the proper password, please make sure you can choose the proper password. Got it? Because it depends the password, and then you are able to create it. Got it? So make sure you can choose the proper password while you are connecting. Okay, in my case, I can choose some password. Okay, what password I can choose? Okay, let me choose some password which I can remember. I am just giving the name Oracle 20C password. Now I have my password ready. So I am able to give my password for the sys user. And of course, I'm giving some password. It should be password. You can see the rule. Password must be 9 to 30 character and contains at least 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase, 2 special, and 2 numeric character. And then again, in the special character, you cannot use the @ which I have used. So that is not allowed. So instead of that, you can use the hash symbol or something like that. So let me change that. So be careful whenever you are choosing the password in the Oracle Cloud. Database minimum 12 characters is mandatory. And not only that, the 2 capital, 2 small, 2 number, 2 special symbol like that. So I have created, I've given my password, and then what purpose you want to choose your database. So there is an option called transaction processing, or you want to choose for the data warehouse. So you can choose which version you want to use. Got it? So here, what I'm going to use, I'm going to choose OLTP. Okay. If you want to take the enable backup, you can choose it. So enable automatic backup means by default, the system will take the backup as per the UTC time. You can convert it as per your business need. So if you want to enable, so Oracle Cloud Storage you need and those all the things, and the backup retention should be 30 days. Maximum it is allowed 60 days and minimum 7 days. So you can choose as per your business need, those one. And then backup schedule, it is always come into UTC. So depend on your location, wherever you are in the world, like the few participants are from USA, few from UK, and many from the India. So depend on that, you can convert your timing, depend on your database or the business need. I don't need automatic backup, so I'm just removing it, and just I'm creating the DB system. Of course, in advanced option, you can see here the character set you can choose as per your business need. Be careful while you are choosing the character set. Always ask from your client what character set, because you all know, you all are the DBA, so character set is next to impossible. I'm not saying impossible, but it's next to impossible to change the database character set. Yeah, there's a way we can do it, but it's next to impossible. Lots of things will be changed. National character set, yes, that can be changed. And tagging, okay, this is for production or taste or dev, which environment you are creating, that's one you can give. So I don't need it, those I'm just avoiding it. And then I am creating the DB system. So once I will click on the DB system, it will take couple of minutes and then it will create the instance for us. So almost it will take 15 to 20 minutes and then instance will be created. Meanwhile, if anyone have any question, please let me know. While it is creating the instance, please let me know your question so we can discuss those theory part, and then once the machine will be ready, we will guide you how you can able to access that machine, how you can put the different type of rules to access that. Okay, good. So meanwhile it is creating, so it's in the provisioning state as of now, and once it is created, we'll let you know. You can clearly see here it is in the provisioning state, and which will take time. Yeah, compared to your own environment, it will be completed in a 40 to 50 minutes, depend on the load onto the data center where you are creating. Okay.